Alrighty guys, and welcome back to Outbreaking. Today we are doing Homebrew Review Part 2, and I'm joined by Lobster and Penguin as always.
Well, I wasn't here last week because technology's stupid.
Yes. Windows updates are top tier.
Top tier updates, guys. Alrighty,
So beginning off...
Penguin, you gonna start us off?
Yep, okay. So, beginning off, we have the Alchemist, which is a base class. This sounds kind of familiar, but this is a base class for, I wonder why, because, another class. But this is for Rogue. As an Alchemist, you mix and match different substances to create harmful or helpful potions. The Alchemist excels at providing an aid to allies and applying status effects to enemies. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you have proficiency with alchemy skills and nature checks. Okay, and the maximum. When you choose this archetype, you have advantage when trying to identify chemical makeup of objects and creating mixtures with alchemy kit takes half normal time. But it's you adding proficiency bonus to their damage and healing. Okay, so chemistry, which I think is the main part of this. When you use your action that has hazardly mixed chemicals together in flash, roll on the chemistry table to see what concoction you brewed up. These mixtures are very unstable and should be consumed within 1 minute. After 1 minute, the potion dilutes into a foul-tasting liquid with no additional effects. If you spend your action to mix a potion, you may use your bonus action to toss it or feed it to a team on the same turn. Each mixer takes 10 gold worth of ingredients and can be purchased anywhere alchemist supplies are sold. Alternately, you may spend 2 hours in nature harvesting ingredients for 1 mixture. And here's the table.
We're not gonna read it. I would take too long.
Healing.
10-minute videos, guys.
Fire, bottle lock, hallucinogen, concoction, black cereal cleanse, smell, smoke, truth serum, ages of flying, dragon's gate. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of different stuff you can make.
Yes.
Bright ideas. When choosing this archetype, upgrade this feature with a stroke of genius, you quickly create the exact substance you were searching for. You may spend 1 bright idea to select what you want on the chemistry table and place for rolling for. You start with 2 bright ideas and gain 1 additional idea every 5 rogue levels. New bright ideas come to you after a long rest. Waste not, want not. Telling at 9th level, you know the exact amount of components required to create substances down to the milligram. Mixing potions will take half the material it usually does. Additionally, you can salvage ingredients of unused potions to mix again after they lost their effectiveness. Potent. At 9th level, your mixtures have extra kick to them. They'll require you to roll dice. You now roll an additional die. R&D. Starting at 9th level, you wish for an administer potion in small range. You created 1 mixtures can be fired from a crossbow, allowing you to administer aid and pain from a distance.
Aid and pain.
Potions that once needed to be consumed. Okay, wait a minute. Potions that once needed to be consumed may be shot with a dart and administers of fluids. Extreme toxicity. Starting at 13th level, your mixtures now do double damage or double healing. And mad scientist. 7th level, you build resistance to chemicals the aircrew is going to take. Use your newfound resistance to enhance your body. You only administer the violet mixture to yourself once a day. You mutate into a huge creature and become resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, acid, fire, cold, force, lightning damage. Your unarmed strikes have +8 to hit and do 66 bludgeoning damage, lasting 10 minutes. Permanent immunity to poison and poison status effect. So, yeah. That's the Alchemist.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this?
Well, I think that it might be overpowered or underpowered depending on your dungeon master, because if your dungeon master just doesn't let you get stuff, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
But just... it seems to do quite a bit of damage. But then again, rogues also do quite a bit of damage, so...
Sneak attack intensifies.
I don't have the table in front of me, but the second to last ability, I think it was double damage and double healing. Does seem a little bit strong,
but then
but
again,
I don't have the table in front of me, so...
But you don't get sneak attack at that point, so...
Yeah, but it also like has a different one where so you get to add like an extra die. So you add the extra die and then you like double it.
Yeah, so 2d12 doubled is a decent amount.
Yeah,
but you also don't get But then again, a barbarian critting can do that.
Also,
yeah,
I do like the capstone ability, as it calls back to monk, because the poison and poison immunity comes from the monk, which I like.
Yes.
Monk's a good class.
Monk's a good class. Yeah. I feel like
yes, and
get like there's like this like for example the table itself is like really big, so like I don't really know how balanced the specific stuff are.
Yeah,
but like
1 raises your AC by 2 for a minute.
One like has a chemical potion. Dex, yeah. So like,
so these are basically spells, like specific spells to the subclass.
It's like
also, while looking at this, I realized something that like technically, I agree because like there's someone down here, I don't remember where, but they were like talking about how where is it here? So like how technically you could that like you could still technically get sneak attack, which is kind of overpowered.
Yeah,
Just
and
a bit.
some of these
Level 17, do 15, D6.
some of these seem a bit poorly worded. Like, bright ideas. Do you have an infinite cap, or is an additional cap every 5 rogue levels, or you just have an unlimited amount you can have?
I think it's like
it's a bit unclear. Is the problem?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So,
like-
let's go into our criteria. So first we
Yeah.
have roleplay ability. I like
yes.
yeah.
it. It's definitely
I
gas
like how you
roleplay.
can make like a mad scientist,
Mhm.
and that's always fun.
Oh yeah.
And how usable do you think it is?
Usability.
It's not the best. Some wording could definitely be better.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
poor wording and some of the confusing mechanics is gonna knock off a couple off of that.
Yeah.
What do you think about like the style? I think the style also goes on with it. Like it has like a what would it be called? It has like a
Flavor.
specific like flavor to it, which is like the whole like mad scientist thing, which is what even the last thing is built. Which I don't know. I really like that, so I agree with there. Versatility. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff you can do if you roll.
Yeah, but you do potions. That's about it.
Yeah, it's like a potion brewing class. That's basically the main forte of the subclass. Though considering like what a lot of other rogue subclasses are, it seems like it's like adequate enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then balance. How balanced do you think this is?
Once again,
Which
I've not
I
read
don't-
through all the chemistry stuff.
Yeah, because it's like
Because that would take us a while.
drink this to regain 1 spell slot 7th or lower. Like some of them are like a lot.
Some are range and
the
balance.
entire-
Significantly.
Love potion. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Oof.
I mean, some
Anyway.
campaign 1
Booze.
physical role, like episode 109 vibes.
Booze.
Booze. Oh god.
They can add 2 to their charisma checks for an hour. Okay, you know what? No, this is perfectly balanced. This is all right after that. Yep. Oh, this is the best class ever. We're done.
Wait, which class? Wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about the.
Are we talking about the Alchemist or the?
Yeah,
or
we're still on the
Freelancer?
Alchemist.
Yes, the
Okay, we're
Alchemist.
still on the Alchemist. Okay, sorry, I stopped paying attention for a second.
Okay,
The
well,
opposite of EXCS crash.
that's it for this class. Let's move on to the next one.
Alright, next up we have the Blood Hunter, or the Freelancer. So, you get some description here, I'm not gonna read through all of it. So, at 3rd level, when you join this order, you may include your race and 1 other humanoid under your Hunter's Prey feature. You may add 2 more humanoids at 6th and 14th level. Additionally, you gain proficiency with heavy armor.
What even is the Hunter's Prey feature? I know you.
I think that's a Blood Hunter thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you play Blood Hunter. Do you know what it is?
It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like favorite enemy for Ranger, both Blood Hunters.
Rip Ranger. Anyway.
Ranger's a mess. So that's got to be its whole video. And then Blood Crest of Penance. At 3rd level, when you join this order, utilizing Hemocraft to transfer the pain of one creature to another. You earn the Blood Crest of Penance. As a reaction, after the creature can be yourself, takes damage. You can cause another creature within 15 feet of the damaged creature to make a charisma saving throw. On a fail, all the pain damage creature has endured is experienced by the chosen creature in the form of psychic damage, equivalent to the difference between the chosen creature's hit point maximum and its current hit points. Amplify. The damaged creature's hit points are below half its maximum hit points. The creature has disadvantage on this. I cannot talk
like
today.
a different.
Sorry.
Like this is like a different type of like mutual suffering.
Yeah, but
It's like
they when Matt Mercer reworked the Blood Hunter, he removed mutual suffering.
he did. Oh,
We'll get into that in a minute. At 7th level, drawing from the long lost Paladin ability, Lay on Hands. Okay. And combining it with the remnants of a Paladin's aura, you manipulate your Hemocraft to quickly heal those around you. Small section. You can take damage equal to a roll of your Hemocraft die. When you do, each creature you choose within 10 feet of you gains hit points equal to the amount of damage you took, plus your intelligence modifier. You can use this pulse a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier per long rest. At 18th level, the range of this pulse increases to 30 feet. Brand of Lynching. Oh god, this is a long subclass. At 11th level, when you place your Band of Castigation on a creature, you make your attack more vulnerable to other creatures. When a creature other than you attacks a branded creature for weapon, they gain a bonus hit equal to half your intelligence modifier, rounded down. And, on a hit, they deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier. That's pretty good. At 15th level, if you did not take Right of the Dead in the previous level, you gain access to it. Whenever you hit a humanoid with the Right of the Dead, you make a Constitution saving throw. DC 8 plus proficiency bonus. On a fail, they gain a point of exhaustion. Oof. Whenever you hit any creature to the right of the dead, the hit point maximum is reduced by the chronic damage dealt. One more ability, guys. At 18th level, the greatest semblance of the Order's Paladin hood finally returns to you. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack that is currently affected by a Crimson Right, you can expend one use of one magic to deal force damage to the target. In addition, the weapons and the right damage. The extra damage is a 1d8 for a single usage, plus 1d8 for an additional usage past the first, to a maximum of 4d8. The damage increases by 1d8 if the target is mentioned in your list of Hunter's Bane creatures to a maximum of 5d8. Alrighty. So it's been a while since I played one Hunter. Alright, what do you guys think?
I don't know. Wait, number one, this kind of reminds me of Smite a little bit.
You can definitely tell it's made off of Paladin. It's a mix between Paladin and Mutual Suffering.
Yeah. Also, like, where was it here?
Holy cow, this video song.
This one, like, where it's like lay on hands in the middle of it. I feel like what do you think about this ability?
Which one?
The Pulse of Coagulation.
Let me think.
Like, it seems to heal enemies too.
Theoretically, it would heal enemies as well. Yeah, each creature. So yeah.
Wait, each.
That's a risk that you take.
Yeah, so technically that is a risk you take, but
I see it being used after combat. You just have your friends gather around and you use this ability.
I feel like you taking damage and other people healing goes with like the whole like Blood Hunter thing of you like.
It's very thematic.
Because you can like amplify stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty edgy.
So like.
It's edgy.
It's the Blood Hunter.
I know
it's the Blood Hunter.
I mean, the Blood Hunter is edgy. Yeah, the Blood Hunter.
Hey, back off of Blood Hunter, my man. Rip Molly.
Hey, Blood Hunter was made to be edgy.
So what do you think about roleplay ability?
Roleplay ability? I like the fact that it's descended from Paladin. I love that.
Yeah.
That's very thematic,
like
that's amazing. It offers a lot of roleplay. It's good.
I just like that it's called Freelancer. Freelancers were once paladins of the God of Justice.
Yeah.
I thought this would be a joke one,
you can
but
definitely have
it
fun
wasn't.
with this.
Yeah, with the name Freelancer, I kind of thought this would be a joke one, but it turned out to actually be like a thing.
Yeah.
This is a full-on thing. There's not that many homebrew Blood Hunter subclasses, but this one's definitely a thing.
What do you think about usability?
I mean, it seems okay.
For me, it's been a while since I've looked at Blood Hunter. Some of the wording is a bit confusing, but if I read up on Blood Hunter, I'm sure I could understand it.
Yeah. What about style?
It has lots of it.
It's got loads of style.
The name is style. Freelancer.
The whole paladin thing is style. It's it's style. It's definitely got that going for it.
There is the order that use Hemocraft magic to hunt the most dangerous game. Their fellow humanoids.
Why did I make a French noise? I don't know why I did that.
Versatility. How versatile do you think it is?
Like from a multiclassing sense, like mixing this with paladin would be insane.
I guess this could be versatile too, because it could be like a former paladin, and then it could become this.
Yeah, like Oathbreakers mixed with this.
Hemocraft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, or you could, if your dungeon masters. Well,
your dungeon master allows it.
Yes, or your dungeon master might be like your paladin levels become this. Because it seems like that's what happens.
Yeah. So like you could just like if you break the oath, but with Hemocraft, then you could become an order of the Freelancer.
Yes.
Instead of an Oathbreaker. Also balance. How balanced do you think this is?
I mean, I think there was a reason
previously played it.
Why Matt Mercer reviewed Blood Curse of Suffering, because it was a bit powerful, and I can definitely feel that in this subclass.
I feel like this one's saying the damage reaches hit points, or like, what was it? The difference between the max hit point and the current hit points, that can be a lot, and you can like almost instantly kill something. Just because of that.
I mean, they're like almost dead.
The disadvantage on the same if you amplify it. Like yeah, you can do a lot of damage with that.
That I think is way too powerful, especially for first level. That's insane.
Yeah.
If you don't hold it down to like a single hit point.
If you have a lot of health but you're like really low, then you can just like do an explosion attack basically, or it's not. You know what I mean by that? It's like sudden pain. So like. Yeah.
And they don't really get me started about maybe like damaging your allies just to get this off.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah. You might. That's kind of like one of those abilities where, like you're like, oof. Yeah. So anyway, 100 or the Freelancer. Next, we're moving on to
Marcus.
Okay, this time we're talking about the Iron Man pact for Ryan.
For Ryan.
Yes, it says it at the top here. Yeah, so it seems to be a pact with the Fiend, and it gives you expanded spell list.
Pact is a Fiend. Wait a minute.
What is this? I'm really confused. It gives you like a pact.
Yes, with a Fiend. It looks like, and heavily armored. You gain proficiency with heavy armor. Heavy armor. You don't suffer stealth penalty as long as your strength is at least 10. Wear heavy armor with a strength requirement of 13 without meeting records in strength at level 1. Starting at level 7, you may entirely ignore the strength requirement for all heavy armor. If an effect were to lower your strength below 10, you lose 10 feet of movement, 5 AC, and gain disadvantage on dex checks and saves, as well as any abilities provided later on. Then there's mechanized melee. Wearing armor as an action, you can make 2 unarmed strikes using a D8 as your damage die. You're proficient in these attacks, and add your charisma modifier to damage. You don't suffer disadvantage to making an attack against an enemy more than 5 feet away with Eldritch Blast. Lasts while that enemy is adjacent to you. Rocket Boots. At 10th level, well, wearing heavy armor, you gain hovering fly speed that's equal to your normal walking speed plus 10. And purpose, whatever, I can't
Aegis, I think?
Aegis, whatever, perfect, whatever. While wearing heavy armor, you gain the following benefits. Immune to falling damage, distance from below 1500 feet. This effect is not mitigated by heavily armored restrictions. Resistance to damage from non-magical weapons. Resistance to elemental damage from spells with level 3 and a +2 to AC.
Excuse me? You need a falling damage from distance below 1,500 feet? You just like go cliff diving.
This is a mess.
Go cliff diving. Wow.
Also, mechanized melee was not specified for 6th level.
Yeah, it says while wearing armor.
I don't like this.
Which I think it should have been because it didn't specify levels for heavily armored and mechanized melee. That's the problem.
I will say.
Or perfect Aegis.
Or it says level 1 for this, but
It reminds me too much of the Battle Ranger Barbarian from Swords Coast. Because you have to be wearing heavy armor, or none of this works.
yeah, like what if you don't want to wear? There is like no disadvantage to wearing heavy armor though with this, but like also hot rocket boots are cool.
Also, can we talk about the last ability? That's
No, let's just talk about its roleplay ability. We'll save that for balance.
Yes. Yeah, roleplay ability, I mean, it seems fine for that.
I mean,
that's
if
the
you
only
wanna make
thing
a-
it's good for,
I mean,
It's
if
Iron
but...
Man.
you want to make a
Well,
character
roleplay
with heavy
ability
armor
and style.
it's Iron
and
Man.
rocket boots.
That's all it is. It's just Iron Man.
But why is it says for Ryan, though? That's the best part.
Yeah, I think this was just like made by someone for like a specific person.
Yeah, if someone
Also,
was like, yeah,
it says
okay. I'll let-
Fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it still like a replacement for Pack of the, or just a replacement for the Fiend?
Yeah, but I would rather have Fiend Pack than this one, so...
Oh yeah, Fiend's way better than this.
I mean, I think I would rather have like this fall. Anyway,
What's this fall damage
usability.
I mean, it doesn't specify levels for things. Well, you can
It's
infer
poorly
this.
Hey,
It's not the
Yeah,
best made. This was definitely
It
just
doesn't
made for
specify
someone's
levels.
campaign. For
Yeah.
someone else, someone's campaign.
yeah. It seems like someone was like, you know what, let's just
yeah, Mr.
make this
MC
for
Phoenix.
someone.
This needs to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Well, what if that
style.
campaign's over? Lots
I think
of
this
it.
I think the entire point of this is just style.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fiend.
There's like no other point to this but style. Like I think that was the entire point behind this. What about versatility?
It
It's
doesn't
like-
seem super
heavy armor?
versatile. You
Yeah,
Heavy
I mean,
armor.
also you get spells, shield, guiding bolts, invisible dark vision.
Those seem the spells seem pretty versatile, but
No movement. Cone of
Even though
Fall.
it's still all around heavy armor, which does take a lot
Yeah.
off of it in that area.
and
You don't
also
get any disadvantage.
and also
from heavy armor,
mechanized
though,
melee
so-
seems to kind of be stealing from monks.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see. This should be at level
D8
6.
damage die. You're proficient in
This
the
should be
charisma.
so. This should be at level 6. Let's see what monks get at level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I
That's
trash
all
on
you're
too
looking-
much.
While you're looking at that balance.
This last ability.
No, that's not balanced.
No.
This is at
No.
what level?
That's
is
better
this?
than
Yeah,
so
monks
far.
have D6s.
You know, the
So-
thing is, it also doesn't specify level. It just says while wearing heavy armor, you gain the following benefits:
Yeah,
immunity to falling damage, below 15,000 feet.
I mean, it can be inferred that it's meant to be at whatever levels each ability is for whatever levels, but
Yeah, this is probably supposed to be at the following level, but like it just doesn't say that. Also, wait, if you fall for 1,510 feet, do you get the fall damage of 10 feet or of 1,510 feet?
I don't know.
It doesn't specify.
No, it says immunity of falling damage below 1,500 feet, so I think it would be 1,510 feet.
Yeah, that's better than
This
so
is not
far.
mitigated by hair.
That's better than
That's
most
how it
so
is.
far.
Resistance to non-magical weapons, damage from non-magical weapons, which is most of the time if it's not a magical weapon, it's gonna be like,
I mean,
piercing, bludgeoning,
move-
slashing. That's kind of like what barbarians get during their rage, but you get it because why the hell not?
Also,
Yeah.
this next
No,
bit.
I mean,
Resistance to elemental damage from spells below 3 and plus 2 AC. Plus 2 AC is also pretty big too.
What qualifies
These are
as
really
elemental
high
damage?
I
think
guess
it just
if
means
it's
like fire, ice,
yeah, like
thunder.
anything you could have do for chromatic
Oh, that-
orb.
That's
Yeah.
super powerful. That's.
Yep,
So-
but luckily this is level 18, so
I know.
So
Still.
and luckily, also rocket boots. You could just while wearing hover, you basically you gain hovering speed. Also, you might as well just constantly hover.
Yeah,
That's
like why
it.
not?
Plus, if you can hover, what is the point to having immunity to fall damage?
Like,
You don't need to fall. Just
Nonsense.
don't fall. I mean, I
hate
guess
this.
unless you get knocked unconscious in midair, but still.
yeah, that like
I don't know. I feel like this is
yeah, it's not the
I
best.
feel like this is
Eh.
Yeah, it's not the
It's a
best
mess.
I feel like this was
ever.
made for a level 21 shot. That's what I feel this was made for.
Yeah, maybe.
Some of us want to play Iron Man.
21 try to make a little bit more sense, a little bit.
It
Because
doesn't justify it.
for a joke campaigns exist.
Come here, Choppers.
Because especially of the Iron Pack Ryan thing. I don't know. It just seems like.
Yep.
Seems like
Ryan
this wasn't
wanted
meant
to
be
Also,
taken.
YouTube,
It seemed
my
like this
cat
wasn't
says
meant to be
hi.
taken too seriously.
My cat says hi,
Yeah.
YouTube. My cat says
Your
hi.
cat?
Yes.
You mean your cat Vecna?
Yes.
Yes, his cat is Vecna.
That's a story for another
Yes.
time. But anyhow,
The story for another
that's
time.
the video.
We're not telling it.
We're never telling it. No one's allowed to know.
No one
Yeah.
That's
must
the
know.
video.
If you guys like the video, okay, self-explanatory. Maybe leave a comment. I'll respond to it. I promise.
Our next video might be the carrying capacity, or it might be something even dumber.
Oh god. Oh god.
I might do worst stealth possible. Because
The
that's
worst stealth, huh?
because that's the true dumbness of build.
Anyhow,
Worst stealth
Also,
possible where you walk around with like 80 decibels.
if you want to see more content like this, subscribe maybe. I don't know. I can't make you. Anyhow,
I don't know, I can't make you.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.